Hello everybody, this is the Chaos Dudes 4000. Today I am going to be doing something a bit special. This is the start to a new series I'm making actually, and it is going to be called the Level Editor for Dummies. Now I know there's lots of people on the internet who like Geometry Dash, love the concept, but they just need a little help getting started with making good levels. Now, I just kind of experimented with it, but it took a really long time, so I'm gonna make that time be not as long for you guys, I guess. I'm gonna start with the basics and go through and teach you everything there is to know about the level editor, teach you tips and tricks, and tell you how to make a good level. Alright? So let's get started. I'll just name this tutorial. Probably bad spelling, but whatever. And leave it on preview mode. Normally, preview mode, I wouldn't use it when I'm actually creating, but for these tutorials, I think it would be better so I don't have to hit the save and play button every time I want to show you how it would actually look in a level. Now, the first thing, and probably one of the first things you should know is these triggers right here. For example, background. What background is going to do is you can hit this, just edit the object. You can choose whatever background you want. Let's do red. And also, if you go up here, you can change the color that it is when it originally starts. You can choose the G stands for ground, and then on the newer grounds there's a ground 2, so you can change that as well. Then you can change whatever background it is. Up here I'll just do this one. But one thing to know is the background you choose is the background that's going to stay there for the whole level. I actually think that would be kind of a good idea where you could change what the background looked like. That would consider that, rub. Anyway, these are some more backgrounds. The one with ground 2 is this one, this one, this one, this one. So I'll just choose that one. Now, ground 2 is going to affect one part of it. So I'm going to move this one over a bit. So now, if I were to start the level, it's going to start off black. It's going to go into a red background. And you can see my background on there. It looks pretty good. My ground is still black though, so you can use this GRND trigger to do that one. Make that green. I know these colors are very ugly. And ground 2 will make it blue, just for the heck of it, an example. So you can go in, and now it makes all that pretty colors. So you see ground 2 is the top layer. Ground 1 is everything below. Now if you go up here, and these grounds all above here, just these 4 have ground 2s. These ones were made before the update with ground 2, so they don't have a second ground. So just so you know, if you do ground 2 with any of those grounds, nothing will change. Also, you can select the speed over here. I normally leave it here. You can also select the mode that you spawn in. You can be ship, ball, UFO, wave, robot, whatever you want to be in. You could choose if you want it to be mini, dual mode, 2-player mode. I'm not going to talk to you guys about today. It's kind of complicated. But yeah, and you can choose the font here. This is a font that all your text will be throughout the level. So let's say I'm just going to choose this one. Now if I go build, go to this one, scroll over a little bit, this A, can then hit edit object, text, choose the text. Hello guys. You then have the text there. You can also edit the color on it. That's what I'm about to show you guys how to do next, is edit the colors. The main goal, or what you really want to do for editing the colors, is I'm pretty sure you can do just about any decoration block and just about any block in general. I am going to choose let's see, this one just because. We can move that around if we want. So right now it's about the same color as the background. It'll be that way, that's normal. If we go edit object, P-color 1 is the primary color of the player. It depends on if the player changes their icon main color, then it'll be whatever that is. P-color 2 is the second color, the secondary color. Light BG is what I was on before. It's kind of the same color of the background. And default is whatever this object would be if you didn't put anything on it. So now these down here are the colors you can choose from. There are an infinite amount of colors. So have fun with that. Just keep clicking and clicking and clicking endlessly. You can do whatever you want. Oh. Okay, looks like Geometry Dash just crashed on me. I guess maybe you shouldn't click that much. Okay, anyway, now that we're back in, we can choose, let's go back on this one again, object, any of these colors you can edit what the color is. Let's make it blue, and then it will appear blue. Just like that. You can also use this COL object to change what it looks like. You then hit edit, whatever color it is on the thing, so this one's 1, then we can have it turn green. So if we go in, we hit play, starts out blue and it turns green. If you guys saw that. That's how you can have and change colors. There are some other effects you can play around with in here. If you guys need any help with anything that I don't cover, you can post in the comments, and I will be posting an episode 2 this soon. But there's also a movement trigger. Let's say we want this little guy to move. This will be our test monkey, this little block. You go edit group. You choose whatever group ID you want. Group ID is what you want to move. You can have more than one object move in the same way. Let's just make this 1. If you want to find a group ID that's not taken, you hit next free and it'll bring you to the lowest group that's okay. Z layer is a layering of it. I'll explain that more in future episodes. So now let's say we want to move this guy. So you target the group ID, whatever group ID you put in before. It's 1. It says move time. How long you want it to take to move there. Easing, you can have little effects on it, like I like to use a bounce effect, like bounce in. So now if we want to move this sideways, we use X. Now if we want to move to the left, we use negative coordinates. We then put whatever amount of blocks we want it to move. So let's say 3, and then if we want to move 3 blocks, we do -3, 0. And you can make it move tenths of a block. Like if you wanted it to move only 2 blocks and a half, you could do -25. You guys kind of get that. Y is the same way. Down you'd be using negative coordinates, and if you went up, you wouldn't. Now if we put this in the same movement trigger, then it would move in a diagonal way. I don't really want that, so let's see how this looks. Actually, I think I'm going to use positive coordinates so it moves to the right. So if I go and play the level, that'll bounce over only 2.5 blocks. If we want to make it a little bit more, let's make it 5.5 blocks. So we do 55, hit play, and now move forward. And if you notice, it has a little bounce effect. That's the effect I chose for it. You can play around with some of these effects. Let's see here. You can play around with some of these, like elastic. Never really done this one. Yeah, it just kind of just experiment around with that, guys. If you want time, you can use other things. I'll explain these later in future episodes. And now I think I'm going to show you guys one last thing for this episode. I'm going to show you what everything does in here. Now the portals, this is default gravity. This will, if you're upside down, it'll bring you back down. This is the upside down portal. It'll bring you up if you're down. So we can arrange it like that. This one, the green, turns you into a normal cube. This one turns you into a ship, and also you can use this little box right here, check mark it, and this is the lines in which the spaceship can go. You can also, this is the ball mode. This one has a bit different lines, so I'm not gonna check mark that. The UFO is next. This one's an orange portal. The wave is a blue portal, and the robot is a white portal. So, no, I don't want that little guy. There we go. So if we play this level, we go up and down, and then we go throughout all of them as we're supposed to. This one flips the screen to the side and the other way around. Here's a mini portal. Here's double. This will get you in double, and this will get you out of double. This will teleport you. It'll put down 2 portals, and you can make this one the output portal however how you want, and it'll teleport you there. So now if I do the level, bring me through all of these, double mode, and then I teleport through that. As you can see, I go straight up and then down because there's nothing holding me. Obviously the speeds are pretty easy to tell what's what. They all look like the same. And over here is some animated creatures and stuff, keys, creator coins. You can only place 3 in a level though. So yeah, you can experiment around with these. These are all animated blocks and spikes and stuff that you can use. And I think that's all I'm going to cover today, guys. If you guys like this video, then do not forget to hammer down that like button. Also, I shall be doing another episode of this once this video gets 10 likes. So if we can do that, then Geometry-Level Editor for Dummies too. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye.